Hi, Pisces. So the song that came to me for you came with an image. But the song itself was an old song by Harry Nilsson, Nilsson, called Me and My Arrow, Arrow. And it's a very light little song. In fact, I believe it was used as a backtrack for a cartoon. But what the whole gist of it is, no matter what happens, me and my arrow. And I like that for you because to me, an arrow, we often associate an arrow with something that we shoot our arrow, we aim for something. And that it's also, when you look, now I'm seeing a compass too. So when you look at that, an arrow is often a direction as well. So we can think of it as something that we shoot and aim for. And I believe that's a relevant part of this as well. But it's also the fact that an arrow is often a signpost. Now, the image that I got for you was you having a flute or a penny whistle or something of that nature and playing it along, and kind of like the Pied Piper, except that's a very dark fairy tale. But it's the same image that your music can bring people along. And you're playing your flute and you're looking around, and all of a sudden it's like, where did everybody go? It's like, aren't you coming? The thing is, what you need to know is that, like this song, if you listen to the words and you pay attention to the tune, it's very much, it's all right. It doesn't matter. It's me and my arrow. I know where I'm going. This is how I'm interpreting the song for you. I know where I'm going. I know what my aim is. And what I also want to tell you, Pisces, is that this is the time, so much the time for all of us, to really pay attention to where your mind goes and to not get stuck in old stories about being left alone, being let down. It's not what we want. We don't want you looking around going, but everybody's gone again. What we want you to know is you keep doing your thing. You keep following what your arrow is. And what the people who need to come are going to come. The people who need to appreciate are going to appreciate. This is time now for you to really, really pay attention to your mind. Your mind is creating so much right now. Your attitude is creating so much right now. And you've got the grace card here. And I'm going to show it to you in case you want to take a screenshot. But I'm also going to read it to you. Grace has a smooth, easy, peaceful, and supportive quality. It flows naturally into us and through us. It's an experience of letting the benevolent universe take us through our movements and guide us with a loving hand. Notice the feeling quality of this description and return to it today every time you're about to do or think about anything, or at any point in the day when you find yourself feeling stressed and thinking too much. And I think this is really important, Pisces, because you are sensitive souls and you can get caught up in, we all can, but you can get caught up in the stories of things not having worked out for various different reasons. And what you're being told now, please, is to really be your own hero and to really be aware of the benevolent universe as an active part of your life, and that it's really only your mind that determines whether or not you let that in, whether or not you choose to bring that frequency in. And you are being asked, be your own hero in this, okay? Be your own hero by monitoring your mind, by trusting that by following what your arrow is, and for that I'll say what your heart is, that, well, hello, that what you get to do really is shape and create what your future is. So if you're working on something and you thought you'd be having more following right now, please don't give up on it. If that's your arrow, that's your heart, and it's linked to beauty and to something that delights you, keep going and lean into grace. Lean into the idea of a benevolent universe and let your mind use that as the shape of your cosmic cookie cutter for what you create. Okay? And there it is. Do it big. So engage in that attitude towards whatever you're doing. However much work you're putting into whatever project or relationship or whatever that you're working on, put as much trust and grace and passion into the idea of the universe being behind it. It's not just about the work. This is about you really engaging your place in the universe and your power in the universe to really let you move that frequency more completely into your awareness and your consciousness and your personality. That's part of what this is about. It's not just about getting what you'd want. It's about really growing you in your understanding of your ability to harness this energy and to not let the aches and the pains, literal ones and figurative ones, get in the way of that energy. And I know I've had pains in my life, and it's not always easy, whether it's emotional or whether it's physical, both, and they're challenging, I get it. But you're being asked to really be your own hero in this. And in terms of dealing with any kind of pain, disturbance, please consider the idea that you have access to all sorts of divine intervention. You've got spirit guides, angels, healers, teachers. Invoke them. You've got a benevolent universe, okay? And know that your mind can do amazing things to help manifest it along those lines, okay? Have compassion for yourself and change things up if you find yourself getting about things, all right? Create a positive structure. And if things are getting difficult for you, if you're feeling frustrated, look at this is important. Look at what your mind has said is the necessary structure for what it is you're doing. I'm very much getting spirit here strongly saying this, Pisces, to check out whatever structure is not working for you. If you're finding yourself frustrated, if you're finding yourself running into conflicts and problems with whatever it is you're trying to shape, check it out, because chances are then what that means is you've reached a place in your active life where some aspect of your personality is wanting to break through. And so what's holding you back? And what is the part of you that wants to break through? What can you look at here? How can you be your own hero in speaking up for that part of you that now wants to be revealed? This new way of doing things wants to be manifested. Okay? You've got grace, you've got do it big, you've got your mind. This is very much telling you you can change things up, have compassion for yourself, be non-judgmental. That's the other thing that comes up here, is be non-judgmental about yourself if you find yourself running into problems, okay? Look at this as an opportunity to grow beyond it and specifically to invoke the power of the compassionate universe, okay? You are really being asked, Pisces, really being asked by Spirit today to deliberately engage with the energy of the compassionate universe, okay? And pull that into your mind on a regular basis with a lot of compassion for yourself, okay? Take care, Pisces. Thanks for coming.